I've just spent over 100 hours analyzing the footage and engineering of the recent Chinese rocket landing, and the result is savage. While SpaceX is building giant mechanical chopsticks to catch their boosters, China just proved you can do it with moving cables, 4 metal hooks, and a giant boat. Meet the Long March 10B. A new reusable Chinese rocket that's just a little smaller than Falcon 9, running on old-school kerosene and liquid oxygen. But the real circus act happens when it comes back down to Earth. Landing legs are dead weight. Every kilogram of metal you bolt to the bottom of a rocket to bring it back is a kilogram of payload you cannot send to orbit. Instead of slapping landing legs on the bottom, which add insane drag and dead weight, China decided to pull a complete tactical finesse. So, they built an absolute unit of an offshore recovery vessel parked at 450 kilometers out in the ocean and rigged it with 4 moving cables. The rocket doesn't aim for the deck, it aims into the capture zone between the cables. Right before touchdown, hooks fold out near the top of the booster. Those moving cables slide into position, grab the hooks, and gently take the rocket's entire weight. Imagine catching a skyscraper with a crane.
This is where the fun begins.
And there is actually a really clever reason for doing this. Landing legs have to survive launch, survive space, re-entry and landing. That's a lot of extra structure. China's cables do all the hard work instead. Less weight, less drag, potentially more payload. So, gravity got outsourced. Now, before everyone starts saying, "Oh, China beat SpaceX," not so fast. Every recovery system has trade-offs. SpaceX can land almost anywhere with a relatively simple drone ship. China's method needs an enormous offshore platform packed with lots of sensors, moving cables, and a whole lot of things that can break. If the rocket misses, you're not just losing a booster, you might also destroy your very expensive catching machine, which is the engineering equivalent of dropping your phone and breaking the table. But it wouldn't be a rocket test without a little chaos. When Long March finally touched down, it didn't look clean at all. Smoke, a lot of smoke. Not the nice cinematic rocket smoke. I'm talking thick, black. Somebody should probably check on that smoke. Now, the internet space ops immediately tried to claim it was all planned. Others say that's the universal sign of an oil fire, specifically leaking hydraulic fluid that caught fire, although nobody outside the program knows for sure. Luckily, the pressurized gas tank sitting right next to the smoke did not explode. So, they still walked away with a successful recovery. What's really fascinating is China's entire space strategy right now. While SpaceX crashed the same rocket over and over to learn, China has a bunch of different aerospace companies all crashing different rockets at the exact same time. You've got Land Space Company, whose rocket steered perfectly right up until the engine caught fire and it slammed into the pad. You've got Space Pioneer, whose rocket accidentally launched itself into a hill during what was supposed to be a grounded engine test. And you've got the Long March 12A, which successfully reached orbit, but came back down with both ends on fire. They are all falling in entire different ways, which means they're building up a massive diversity of launch technology.
Your arrogance blinds you, Master Yoda.
So do you think China can beat SpaceX? Tell me in the comments. While older rocket programs in Europe and Russia are still stuck using expensive, non-reusable launch vehicles, China plans to fly this smoky booster again later this year. That we know of. And honestly, I can't wait to see what they come up with next. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and share your thoughts down below.